Jack Daddy, knowledge supreme. Bobby A1 needs mountain dream. Lord, scuba camera haunting our show. Together we reveal the feel we bestow. Tongue scares and monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark. Thrills and chills.
What's going on, Gorehounds? And welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore and More podcast. I'm your not so mean fluff master machine, Big Johnny. I can't even say my own fucking. Yeah, holy shit. We start that over again. This is your man, Big Johnny D, in the saddle again. I wasn't here with the homies last week, but I'm happy to be back today. And of course, you know, I don't bring this shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror brethren. Started off with that dark lord of knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
Howdy ho there, neighboroonies.
Yee. And we have that killing machine himself, but we like to call him the Delicious Meat Mountain. However, given the current situation in Jersey, I'm going to call him Mulder and Scully. Mr. Bobby fucking Amone. How you doing?
Good evening.
Bob, what's going on in Jersey over there, brother? Like, what the fuck's with all these drones slash whatever the fuck?
You know what the sad part? No, real quick. You know what the sad part is everybody's reporting him. I go outside and I see clear skies. I'm like kind of disappointed. I'm not in this drone thing right now.
Right? I want to see these cool fucking octagon.
Everybody's like
drones.
freaking out. I'm just like this. I'm like, you know something? If it's not hurting me personally, I don't give a fuck.
Listen, man, just don't go to where they're hovering and dance underneath them. You'll be fine, dude. Like,
yeah,
Independence Day, dude. Just don't do that today. But we're not talking about aliens today. No. We are talking, or are we? I should say, obviously, elephant in the room. We do not have our beloved Lord Scuba Cabra. He is celebrating it up at the Christmas party tonight. So hope you have a fun time, Scoobs. I'm assuming Mel's there too, so Mel as well. And drive safe as well. That being said, we are talking 1991's Cape Fear today. Oh, I didn't even say what today is. It is December 16th. So
you threw me off because I sometimes say it. I'm like, I didn't get a chance to say it.
It's all right. We're halfway through the fucking month, man. Christmas is literally 9 fucking days away, bro.
I know.
Hope everybody's ready. I haven't even wrapped shit yet. My wife's wrapping upstairs right now.
Oh, dude, that was my weekend.
Yeah, I wrap a little bit. I try to go the lazy route. I go bags and tissue paper, man. I don't care.
Dude, I agree with that one.
But
it
John,
still looks nice.
You have it easy. You only have one kid to wrap for.
I know, dude. It's still like family members and shit.
Yeah, but you don't have like 20 some gifts for each kid.
No, I just have like 40 something gifts for one kid. No. No. It's not that bad. But no, it's just like, I don't know, man. I still got, older adult families and everything. But can I say, man, adults suck to shop for, dude. Certain adults, right? I'll be fully honest, man. Like my sister and her husband, easy as pie to shop for, dude, because they're same wheelhouse as me, so I know what they like.
Mm-hmm.
But like parents, anything above, people that have money that could buy whatever the fuck they want at any goddamn whim, yeah, no. Booze and food, that's all I got, man. Like, I don't know what else you're supposed to do, right?
Well, I've never seen one, well, maybe a couple for Christmas turn down any bottle of booze you give them an adult.
Dude, I'm saying, man, my aunt, she's always done the best, dude. She just makes nice Italian cookies and gives everybody a little box of them. And I'm like, bro, that's just the way to do it. Maybe I should, you know what I mean? You're still putting in your time. You're still putting in effort. Who doesn't love fucking cookies? And you don't have to actually worry about stressing about what to pick something out for somebody. So, all right. That being said, we're going to talk about what we did in the past weekend, even though we just kind of did a little bit before we discuss this movie. But in order to do that, we got to bring this in properly. We do not have our beloved Scuba Steves. So I'm going to have to reach into the multiverse and pull out Mr. Variant Scuba. So, Mr. Variant, if you could please. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I'm like, wow!
Whoa!
That's
Scuba.
what Chase.
Scuba. Yeah, slow it down there. Hold on, buddy.
I like
You got a little excited.
Let's reel that back. Let's try that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your
All right, that was better. Thank you, Scubas. Thank you.
I'm not the first time it woke me up a little bit.
That scared me a little bit, dude. I went puckered for a second.
Oh, that was
whoa.
startling. Hey, Gene, what's up, buddy?
What's up,
Hey,
Gene?
Gene.
How you doing?
It never starts that loud. It builds up.
Right? Imagine that setting that to your alarm in the fucking morning, dude. Jesus Christ, you're pissing your whole family off. With that.
That would be a great alarm.
It would
If I
be, dude.
did that, Rebecca would be like, "Honey, we need to talk."
Dude,
now.
that shit might. That's gonna make somebody piss their pants a little bit in the morning. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I
Fuck.
kind of want to do it now.
Oh, God, I'm
won't.
still laughing.
Oh,
Okay,
fucking
all
A.
right, all
Well,
right,
thank you,
all
Variant Scoobs. Chad Daddy, how have you been, buddy? What'd you do last weekend?
I didn't do much, aside from work. We had my company Christmas party on Friday. That was a pretty nice little ordeal. The food was pretty good. Had a good time socializing with my coworkers.
Solid.
Yeah.
Christmas sweater party style. What are we talking here?
Nah, it was business casual.
Business casual. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, food was fantastic. It was done by the restaurant used to be in town up here called Zach's. But they switched like strictly to catering now.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. But they had fantastic food. They only use locally sourced fresh ingredients.
Buffet style? Not to be a fat ass. I know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Yes, that's what it was. It was delicious. So
Nice.
we did that Friday. Then Saturday, the kids were at the in-laws. So Steph said, "You know what? We've got this free time. Do you want to wrap Christmas gifts?" And I said, "No." We'll get it anyway.
Hey, man, you know what, dude? At least you're ahead of the curve. Just get it done.
We're like partway done. We're like halfway done, if even. And then we tried to get some done Friday or Saturday night because the kids, Cameron and Harper, were staying at their friend's house. And then, we do some wrapping. We're taking a little break. We're sitting on the couch, relaxing, watching the hockey game. And Steph just suddenly yells out, "Shit." I look over. I'm like, "Harper wants to come home, doesn't she?" She's like, "Yep." I'm like, all right, let's put everything away and hide it up the closet. Yep.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, so that's what we did. And yesterday I watched this. Oh, and I tried the new Marvel Rivals game, which, like you said, is basically Overwatch with superheroes. That's not a bad game.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to dip a little bit more than just a toe in, but it's fun, dude.
Oh yeah. And I don't know why, but the last match I played before I switched back over to Diablo 4 was this. I don't know who the hell the guy was on the other team, but he was really good. He was using Hawkeye, and he was like knocking me out with 2 fucking shots.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, I was getting so pissed off.
Nice.
Like,
I feel like that is a game that could potentially, like, I don't know. There's a lot of moments in Overwatch I remember just getting rightfully pissed because you're just like running to this full ass objective just to get fucking smacked down fast, dude.
Yep. Oh, that definitely happened my first one. I was out like within seconds.
It is a solid game though, man. And for free $99, I would suggest anybody download. It's gonna be a Fortnite thing though, right, dude? It's gonna get money out of you because it's gonna have awesome skins, and you're gonna be like, "Ooh, I need that."
Oh, dude, I was already looking at some of the skins. I was like,
I saw the whole MCU universe fucking pack, and I was like, "God damn, dude, that's one."
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice though, dude.
Yeah,
solid weekend.
Yeah, so that was it. And like I said, Sunday I did watch this and didn't do much of anything. It's kind of a quiet weekend. So, Bobby, I'll pass it on to you, buddy.
Thank you, Chad. Friday I had my Christmas party as well. Mine was not at night though. Mine was during the day. It was good. It was very good. Not buffet style, but the dessert was. Now, I went back twice. It was good. It had cannolis and like little cupcake. Like there was a lot of good shit. I don't even remember all of it.
Dude, our freaking desserts was all like these nice cheesecakes with like berries and whipped cream.
We had like gave us a ton of mini ones. Like the amount we all ate, we probably off 10 cheesecakes between them. Oh goddamn!
Hell yeah!
And then Saturday and that night, me and Rebecca had a birthday party to go to for one of our friends, a Friday the 13th birthday party.
Nice.
And, it was fun. It was very fun. We just went out to the bar and just went and had drinks. It was such a good time. I was like, that's perfectly low key. Saturday, I worked, sold Christmas trees. I came home. I think I watched TV for maybe an hour, and I passed out, and I said, "I'm going to fucking bed." And then yesterday I worked as well, and then I went to my buddy's house and I watched a little football there, and that was it. It was a chill working weekend. Had to have my honey over, and I saw some friends, so it was wonderful as always. And then today was my last day of work till early spring next year.
Yay, Bobby gets a little vacay.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Oh,
Fuck yeah,
I'm
bud.
night I can fucking go to bed at like 10 o'clock and I can wake up at a normal time and not like fucking have to be at the gym at 5 o'clock. I'm like, I can go to the gym around 6:30, 7 o'clock and start my day and just mosey on around a little bit and get shit done.
Bob's
So,
gonna try to stay up till 10 o'clock and it's still gonna be like 9 on the dot. But,
like the show's gonna be over. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go play.
it happens, bro. You just hit a certain point and you're just like, yep, the body needs.
Oh,
what
dude.
it needs.
Oh,
Shit,
yeah.
dude, that reminds me. We got like 2 weeks, and then Friday the 13th is dead.
Yes, we do.
Oh, the game. I was like,
Yeah, the game.
excuse me?
At first, I didn't realize what you were saying either. I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that
it's,
sucks.
It's sad, but I don't know, man. Live service games, dude, it's gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that's unfortunately with time. But
Yeah, but who knows? So we might get something. Who fucking knows?
Oh, they are making another Friday the
Unfortunately-
13th. They are making another one. It's just not going to be like that.
have they even mentioned what it's gonna be like? Because if it's kind of like Alien Isolation, I'm kind of digging that.
I hated Alien.
If it's like that, honestly,
I'm thinking.
I'm cool with that.
Never mind. I was thinking Aliens Fireteam Elite.
Way different game,
No,
bro.
no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
oh no.
Immediately after
Alien Isolation.
immediately after that was said, I'm like, oh, wait, wrong game.
No. Yeah, no. Isolation, I think first person style where you got like Outlast, same thing. You know what I mean? You got to kind of hide. Maybe you can defend yourself a little bit in certain ways, but I don't know, man. I think that'd be pretty titties. And shit, man, they just made Outlast in fucking multiplayer
I agree
format,
with
so
that.
you could still bring it back in a multiplayer style, even too, like that. But I don't know.
That
Would it be
fun.
scary
I
in
hope they
first
do something
person?
cool with it.
Like
I
me
think it would
personally,
be. I think
because
it would be.
did you do the cabin? The
Yeah,
full
I do
cabin?
full cabin. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you remember when you had to like walk in the woods, dude, and if you took
Yeah.
the wrong corner, like that part actually got me one time with one of those
Oh,
jump
yeah. That
scares.
made
So
me
that's what I'm
jump
saying.
too.
Like, give me something like with that
That-
kind of feel to it.
That would be great. Honestly, if they could do it right with that, go for it. I'm sure it would be welcomed. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Hell yeah.
But
dude.
and then yeah, I watched this before I came on the show. That's how far behind I am. But I'm also
Bob
ready
is
to
the
talk about it,
freshest on this movie.
but
Yeah.
I'm
100
literally I'm literally
He is
the
100%
freshest.
fresh. Grade beef, dude, right here.
Exactly. But that's what I did. John, take it away, brother.
Oh, let's see. Well, I wasn't here last weekend either, so I feel like I need to mention that last weekend, I did get to do something cool and fitting for the show as well, but went to Ulster, which we have mentioned on the show before, where they do Headless Horseman haunted hay rides, and they did their first ever Christmas event this year, so that was pretty cool. It was just 2 haunted houses, and they still had a whole so it was cool. So they had one section that was still just like family oriented. So the whole hayride was converted into like a lights on the lake situation. I don't know if you guys have any of that, but like a drive-through light kind of display, whatever, right? So there was like a full probably mile setup of that, which was really cool because then you're actually driving through all the fucking hayride. So if you've been there before, you're just like, oh, that's fucking sweet, dude. Like you're just taking your car over the fucking covered bridge and shit like that. And you're going by Lunar Motel, but it's just all decked out in Christmas decor. And
Oh, no,
everything. You're like,
that's-
this is
that
fucking
sounds-
sweet.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So like the first haunted house, house, it was kind of short, but it was cool because it was different. So it was purely lit. Like it was bright in there, but they give you 3D glasses, dude. And so they have all these like 3D images of like kids just like sledding and skiing on the walls and everything. So it's very like kid-friendly oriented looking wise in there, but they still have scare actors and shit. But somehow it works because they also had like makeup on their mask and shit, dude, with like that like activated with the 3D glasses. So like their faces were like all fucking distorted and shit. It looked cool as hell. It was awesome.
That's cool.
And then the Full House was awesome. They changed everything to like a weird dentistry themed. And so like I didn't know if it was like, is this supposed to be like the elf that wanted to be a dentist but shit went wrong? Like that's what I kind of took it as. But it was cool, man. They had like I don't know. It's just cool to see spooky haunted houses at Christmas time, man. I'm all for it. And I'm glad that all these haunted parks are like jumping on that bandwagon and doing their own thing, man. There's actually one that just went down this last weekend. I wanted to go to it, but I was just like, I can't. Like, but all in all, solid time. I can't wait for next year because, you know, like I said, this was their first year and the amount of money they put into it was like insane. So I only hope they did really well to continue it on to next year. And then let's see, this weekend is weird, dude. I had a bunch of like pancake breakfasts. So Saturday
that sounds like a good thing.
No, it is. It's not like a bad weird. It's just like funny weird. But no, like Saturday. So Saturday we went to a pancake breakfast with the Grinch, and it was everything. Nice. All proceeds went to like the local SPCA and everything. So that's why the wife wanted to go. I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then we hit up one on Sunday for the fire, just not our local fire department, but the fire department at our kids' school district. And theirs is cool because theirs was all you can eat pancake breakfast. And it was made to order. So they were making omelets and shit. So your boy went a little too fat ass yesterday and fucking I almost put myself into a food coma, dude, at 10 in the morning. It was bad. But it was good. It was delicious. So shout out to them. I hope they did. I hope they had a good turnout. So that was solid. And yeah, man, I just had a nice, chill, relaxing weekend, gaming with the family, dude. We were all doing family Fortnite the other day. It's always a good time, especially when the daughter actually is like, yo, do you want to play? And I was like, absolutely. If you want to play, let's fucking go. And then I watched this movie, to which I am ready to talk about. Right, yeah. How many cakes did I? So I ate 2 big ass pancakes, but I also had French toast before that and omelets.
Ooh la la.
That's right. Obviously, they had potatoes and they also had sausage, and the sausage was delicious but funny because I've never seen it presented the way it was. And I say that because they clearly baked it in a big sheet pan, and then they just cut it up in cubes. So it was sausage style, oh my god, what are the fucking marshmallow bars, dude?
The Rice Krispie treats?
Rice Krispie, yeah. So it was sausage Rice Krispie treats, bro. Like it was just cubed sausages, and I was
that
just
is
like,
so weird.
It's very unappealing when you first look at it because you're like, this is like some weird future cubed meat shit, dude. I'm not sure about this. However, it's delicious.
It's like some kind of Futurama shit right there.
Listen, Joe, I always appreciate a good meat presentation, dude. I'm not gonna say, I mean, who doesn't, right? Like,
well,
it's all the way you show it and present it is, you know, that's the selling.
How you take a picture of.
I mean, yeah, a breakfast meatloaf would that'd pretty much be it, and I'd be fine with that, dude. It'd be awesome. It was a good time.
Oh man, I want to make a breakfast meatloaf.
I kind of want that.
Why not, dude? Just breakfast sausage, wrap that bitch in bacon. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Fucking A. All right, so we are talking 1991's Cape Fear. This, I do believe, is a Mr. Amone pick.
I believe
it is.
Correct.
All right, Bob. Then the reins are in your hands, sir, and I'm going to allow you to take that plot rundown, buddy.
Okay. 14 long years change a person in more ways than one. And with the sweet taste of newly gained freedom in his mouth and all the time in the world, unrepentant, violent criminal Max Cady sets foot in the tranquil community of North Carolina, still bearing a grudge. One way or another, flawed defense attorney Sam Bowden is going to pay. Now, as the am I saying that? Petals?
Pitiless.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, it's been a long day. Whatever. Pitiless psychopath embarks on a relentless mission to test Bowden's limits to the breaking
It does
point.
hurt my eyes looking at that, and I don't know why.
The lawyer's defenseless family is about to pay for Sam's sins, but not before Bowden's learn a thing or two about pain and loss. Why Iron Pumping Max, I'm skipping the word, has lived his life like an animal. Is Sam prepared to die like one? Directed by Martin Scorsese, The Aviator, Shutter Island. Written by Wesley Strick, Arachnophobia, Doom. Produced by Barbara De Fina, Goodfellas, Casino. John?
All right. I can take it over.
Okay.
We have Robert De Niro from Meet the Parents and Joker as Max Cady. Nick Nolte from 48 Hours and Another 48 Hours. And Hulk as Sam Bowden. Jessica Lange, who I didn't even fucking realize was her till halfway through this goddamn movie. I thought this was the mom from fucking Pet Sematary that first hour, bro.
I can see.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah, that actually makes
Dude,
sense.
same haircut, dude, very similar features, and I'm just like, God, is that her? And eventually I got pissed off. I was like, all right, I gotta Google search this shit. No, it's not her. Oh, it's fucking Jessica Lange. Holy fuck. All right. Jessica Lange, King Kong, American Horror Story as Lee Bowden. Juliette Lewis, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and From Dusk Till Dawn as Danny Bowden. Joe Don Baker, Mitchell and Fletch as Claude Kersick. Robert Mitchum, Cape. Wait, what? Why is Cape?
He's in the original.
He's in the original.
Oh, we should. Yes. Okay. Never mind. Original Cape Fear and The Omen as Lee Heller. Martin Balsam, Psycho, and Delta.
You skipped it. There's Robert Mitchum and then Gregory Peck.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gregory Peck, Fake Cape Fear, and The Omen as Lee Heller. Oh, that's right. Robert Mitchum, Cape Fear, and Scrooged as Lieutenant. Is it Elgart?
Elgert. I
Elgart.
don't know.
That dude is just so good at playing a dick. It
He
doesn't
is.
matter even what side of the fence he's on. He just still comes off as like just that like. Ugh. All I can think of every time I see him, I just think about Scrooged.
Yeah.
Like that's a. Did you know?
Cats are watching our program now.
Thank you. That's literally the fucking quote in my head, dude. Did you know pets are starting to tune into TV, Frank? I did not know that.
Oh shit! I gotta watch that this year.
TV for mice. I started watching it the other day, but it's so good.
It is good. It's funny as hell.
All right. Martin Balsam, Psycho, and Delta Force as Judge, and Elena Douglas, Stir of Echoes, and the new guy as Lori Davies. Body count total, Trey. Is that
Four if you want to count the dog.
okay? I was gonna ask that. So 4 with the dog.
Okay.
Which we still don't know what really happened with the dog, but we can discuss it.
I'll get into that. That's one thing that pisses me off.
Chad Eddie.
Not music by Elmer Bernstein. Ghostbusters, Three Amigos.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows who you're going to call.
Fucking right.
Cinematography by Freddie Francis. Dune, Return to Oz. Edited by Thelma Schoonmaker. The Departed, Shutter Island. Effects and makeup by J.B. Jones. The Funhouse, The Crow.
Oh.
Distributed by Universal Pictures. Runtime of 128 long-ass motherfucking minutes.
Bro. Yeah.
See, what I don't get is this movie hits the ground running. It's immediate. It's him out of prison. He's immediately starts terrorizing these people. And then it's still another 2 long hours of him doing this over and over again.
Thank you. It is.
It is.
But we'll get into that momentarily here.
So it's rated R, budget of 35 mil, and grossed 182.3 mil. It was very
God
successful.
damn. So
Yeah,
that
it
made
did
some
very
fucking bank, dude.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have somebody like De Niro, you're going to draw people in.
You got Scorsese on the director line. You got De Niro as your head title. Absolutely, dude. What's up, Scuba?
Lord
Hey,
Scoobs.
Scoobs. I'm still surprised.
Hope your package came out nice and well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't pop in here and show it off. I fully expected that.
I was already like kind of looking at his feed while we were already going live, and Mel was
was I.
yelling at him that he was gonna be late. So I think
There you go.
yeah, exactly. All right.
Let's discuss.
So clearly this made some fucking money, but I'm gonna say it's because of the fucking names attached to this project for sure. That being said, like Chad said, man, this was a long ass movie, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, can't even. Yeah,
And it-
will not deny that.
You could eat. This movie does not need to be over 2 hours long.
Mm-mm.
This movie needs to be an hour and 20 minutes. Nice, short, fucking sweet, dude. You can get right to the point, and I still think you can hit all your main fucking like moments. You know what I mean? And we'll discuss those as we go.
See, watching this made me think I want to go back and rewatch the original and see if it's a little more tightly edited and a little more interesting.
You know, I kind of agree with that. And I only say that because I was reading some reviews, and a lot of people that apparently have watched the original necessarily didn't like this one.
Mhm.
Some people did. You know what I mean? Like everybody's reviews are all over the place as they are.
I forgot this was I'm not gonna lie, I forgot this was a remake. I chose this literally out of, I just saw the poster and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put that on De Niro and Scorsese, a horror movie. Okay, sure, why not? Literally, that is what I was just like, why not? And then I found out it was a remake.
Is the OG Hitchcock or no?
No.
Okay. I'm just saying this feels very Hitchcock kind of this movie.
This was filmed intentionally in the Hitchcockian style, so it's
okay. So
Yeah,
I guess
makes sense.
all right. So my read wasn't totally off on that.
No, not at all.
Nice.
So I definitely agree with it. It's long. I'm not going to sit here and say I did not have to speed through certain parts just to kind of get what I needed. But what I will say, I don't know, from I guess from a film perspective, I don't know. I dug it. I dug this movie. But
I didn't hate it.
But if you could cut out even if you did 20 minutes, half hour, I could definitely be like, okay, this is not that it was bad, but way better with that time frame.
I agree.
Yeah,
and De Niro stole the shit.
There's just a lot.
He fucking
There's just a lot of just talking scenes, and I'm not saying that talking scenes can't work. They definitely can like set the tone, especially if like depending on what they're discussing. But this was just, I don't know, man. The problem is I want it to be a horror movie, and it's not a horror movie.
Mm-mm.
And I need to admit to that. And I even tried to adjust in my headspace going into it. I'm like, all right, this is not a horror movie, it's a thriller, yada yada yada.
But even as a thriller, it's not a great one. I mean, you look at Silence of the Lambs. Look at Silence of the Lambs, which is far superior to this movie.
There's a lot more thrillers that toe the line that it's just like that could be questionable, but you know, because of certain things how it acts, maybe it doesn't show the kills per se. That would make the difference, right?
Like, look, Last Night in Soho, that was a thriller. I would say that was a better movie.
Yeah, but this is, once again, that toes the line. We still got a ghost story with that movie on top of like crazy fucking kills. So like it, that one is hard to call horror per se, right? Like I wouldn't call it horror straight out.
No,
but I was like, I would say it definitely toes that line. This feels like a fucking elongated soap opera.
And it's like we were discussing before Bobby got on here. Now, this is a Scorsese film, and we don't watch a lot of Scorsese movies because that's not the type of movies we watch. I don't like gangster movies, mafia movies. That's not my bag.
And that's with me too. Like I've seen The Departed, but yeah, you know, shoot me here where I am. I've never seen Goodfellas. Never really wanted.
I watched Goodfellas. I watched it once. I liked it, but it's not something I'm like, you know what? I want to watch Goodfellas again.
Right. Like that's something that I would
fair.
never want to go out of. Like I would never go out of my way to watch that. If a bunch of people I was with wanted to watch it, yeah, I would suck it up and do it.
Right.
But
and I'm on the opposite spectrum where I'm like, yeah, I'd probably watch it 10 times a year. And you know, but you know,
really, Goodfellas?
Hell yeah. If it's on TV, it could be the last 5 minutes. I finished.
Bro, that's my parents, man. we've had full on discussions because they love the Godfather series, and I'm like, that is the most boring piece of trash. And I'm like, and it's like, dude, when I say that to them, it's like I am saying the most blasphemous fucking heathen things, and it's like,
I can imagine saying that at Bobby's family gatherings.
Well, it was funny. So my old
shot,
well, it's funny because my old man was giving me shots too, and I was like, you know what, fair. I'll give you that because he's like, well, it's better than your Marvel movies that has like 45-minute fight scenes. I'm like, yeah, but those are fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to a bunch of old fucks sitting around a table talking Italian bullshit. Like, I don't care.
Again, listen, I like the Godfather, but I sometimes have to go, something. I need something that's going to jazz up my life a little bit. And right now, this is not the thing. That was not a bad game either. That was actually pretty funny.
I like Joe's comment. He's so pissed he didn't even say anything. He's just fucking.
It's just blank.
Oh, there it is. It's not showing up on the feed.
Oh, you didn't see?
No, I didn't see the hands. Fair.
But one thing I will say, I'm going to go right into the acting.
Go ahead.
I loved De Niro in this. For him, it was something different. It's like, this is the same guy who did Meet the Parents, and you did this. Like, it's such a...
See, you know what's bad, though?
Way over here, way over there.
I normally would probably agree with you because I know the dude's a solid actor. This one, no. I could not take this one serious by any fucking means. His southern accent sounded so fucking
I was going to say,
terrible.
Is it the accent?
It's the accent, and it's just as... Bro... Tell me I'm wrong, but his whole fucking weird burnt look at the end doing his whole thing, is that not the design for fucking Freak Show from Harold and Kumar? Because it looks exactly the fucking same. I
honestly didn't even think about it.
Hey, Randy, what? The devil. What? The devil is everywhere. That's fucking that dude, man. Same fucking look, like weird fucked up hair, dude, greasy, pulled back fucking hair. Like, I'm sorry. And that's what I watched for 2 fucking hours with fucking Freak Show from Harold and Kumar doing this movie. And I'm just like, I can't. This movie is just no. Like, maybe that's on me. I get it, but but even I will say he was better than anybody else. Like Nick Nolte. I didn't give a shit about him, dude. I didn't like his character.
I didn't like a single person in this fucking movie except for that lieutenant that told him that he could get away with shooting him in his own house.
Okay, that's
Robert Mitchum, the character.
Yeah. He was a solid dude, and he seemed solid in his role. But dude, I did not like anybody in this family. I didn't like.
They were all douchebags. The little girl was her daughter was a little cunt. The wife was a bitch. The man, he was a creep, just fucking cheating on his wife over and over.
Okay, so was the wife? What was going on with the wife? Because like I think I might have missed something, but like, okay, so she clearly knew something was up after they had sex. Right, because like she had that weird moment where like he was kissing at her, and all of a sudden it was like, ding, like light bulb. But then she started going up and like doing herself up in the mirror. What was that all about?
I don't know. That was so fucking weird because she's sitting there and she's in the mirror and she puts lipstick on, and then that's when she looks out the window and sees De Niro, right?
Yeah, and he's like sitting on the fence and she freaks out. So then she wakes up Nick. They go down, but she's like, "Don't turn on the lights," blah blah blah. But then she's like wiping off the lipstick, like she doesn't want him to see. What is going on?
I thought it's almost like she forgot she even had it on because she went like that and went like. And
it took her like a few minutes to realize that she had it on.
But that was so fucking weird.
Is it something that I'm supposed to look at? Like she's subconsciously, like, you know what I mean? Like she feels like she's not enough or something because she thinks, I don't know. That shit just threw me off.
I mean, that would make sense considering if she has that suspicion. I mean, like that would make sense.
I'm assuming she does just by her facial action.
And then she confronts him about it later too. So I think she had an idea the whole.
Well, yeah, because she catches him on the phone with his other woman.
But at the same time, like, and I'm not trying to like cover for the dude. He wasn't messing actually around with her though, right? Like it was getting to that dangerous territory for sure, right? Like I think you can all see that, but he never like it's in that weird questionable zone, I would say.
It's
right?
that's
Like,
in that. Well, again, it doesn't really matter
Like-
this area. That's that spot where he could be like, "Oh, well, I'm not doing it," but you're still doing something. So it's like, well, you're fucked
right,
either
like
way.
it's like, bro, it's like don't like you could call it whatever you want, but everybody could see clearly what's happening.
Exactly.
Right?
You all
Like,
know what it is. It's like, so you're never going to get away with that.
And she clearly thought it was more than what he thought it was too.
Yes.
Like the girl, not the wife.
oh yeah, absolutely. But it's like, but is that the whole like wife's thing? And I mean, I kind of got that throughout the movie where it's like, you know, he's the money guy, so she's kind of like the trophy wife, but like she feels like she doesn't. I don't know, man. There was just like a lot more shit going on with this fucking family dynamic more than I expected to.
Well,
but I guess it kind of like, but that's where I feel like you could shorten up the movie. Maybe you don't need some of this extra shit in that dude,
Well,
right? Like, go ahead.
And I like that also for Sam, that even though, yes, we all know De Niro was this horrible person, Sam wasn't really that far off, considering we found out why he got 14 years and why he threw that shit away. So it gives it it gives you that thought to not like him to begin with also.
Yeah, but see, okay, so the whole thing with him throwing out the stuff for the court case, like that came down to a morality play, right?
Yes,
For Nick Nolte.
Exactly, because he
for
knew
the most
he knew that Katie had raped this woman and
Correct.
raped two or three others prior to this,
at least
and
two
bragged
before.
about it
Yeah.
to him,
Correct.
and got away with it. And he just finally realized, you know what, this guy needs to pay for what he's done.
Correct.
Yeah.
So whether now, like we as you know, the viewers, that should more or less likely get us to side with Nick, right? Like on a morality play, like, okay, while this dude's kind of sketchy in his own right, he understands that this dude's a complete fucking like shitbag and needs to be in prison.
It was a whole ethics versus morals thing. Ethically, yes, he should have presented that evidence to the court.
Correct.
You know, for that case specific. It was only for that case specific, but morally he knew what this guy was doing was wrong. And if he got off doing this time, he's going to do it again. Guaranteed.
And again and again and again and
And
again.
Precisely.
That's Katie's whole fucking revenge plot, right? Is like, you were my lawyer. You were supposed to be my lawyer to the very end, which is like, I mean, that's just a whole level of crazy right there anyways. But at the same time, like, you know, like it's got to take a certain level of person to be a defending lawyer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Right.
That
From a moral standpoint, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how they do it. It's got to be a lack of them. That's all I know.
You couldn't pay me enough to even try to defend.
Because the problem is like, yeah, the law for the most part is set up in the right way, but there's so many fucking loopholes and bullshit and all this other crap. And for somebody to try to finagle that so somebody who clearly deserves time can get out, it's like, well, you didn't do that from a moral standpoint. You just did that because it's a by the book standpoint. Well, sometimes the book's fucking wrong. So
exactly.
Yeah. But that's, and you know, so we got Nick Nolte though, who, you know, he didn't go by the book then. The rest of the movie, he doesn't go by the book. You know, I know we're going to jump around a little bit.
Although he tries to, because he
does try.
He keeps saying, you know, he doesn't want a gun. He doesn't want to take it on matters into his own hands. He wants to do it the right way. You know, he has to do it. He has to follow the law because he's a lawyer.
But like, let's go to the part like where he hires the three goons to take on De Niro. First of all, that scene was a wonky ass fucking fight scene.
Dude, that scene pissed me off. That scene pissed me off so much because they are sitting there beating him with these freaking lead pipes and a chain, and he just stands up and just like Superman fights back and beats.
Yeah, he's got superpowers, bro.
And I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, I call bullshit. I don't fucking care. No way is he standing and taking this and fighting back. It's 3-on-1. This guy's getting fucked up.
Should have, yeah.
If this was a situation where it was three people that he was chasing and they decided to fight back, but you know they're kind of weaker people regardless. Okay. These three fucking lugs, dude, They're not, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but
They
these are
weren't
hired
after-
goons.
we're
These
not-
are hired goons. This
that's
is
what I'm saying.
you do this for a living, basically.
Like, you're telling me this scrawny motherfucker is gonna sit there and take all those fucking lead pipe hits?
Yeah, I
stand on
don't care
top
if
of-
he spent. I don't care if he spent 14 years in prison. No fucking way is he taking that abuse.
No, he's got some broken ribs and shit after that fucking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you're right, Gene. It's No They Live. It's not at all.
Mm.
Not
Best
even
fight
close.
scene ever. Best fight scene ever. Half the movie
Oh.
right there.
Fucking, oh my god.
Page
Yeah,
after
it is, bro.
page, it said the fight.
That poor trash can, dude.
Dude, that fucking car. Okay, it did not deserve to.
That's right. So no, like,
Glasses on.
I don't know what it is, man. Because there was, I'm even gonna go, like, shot wise, there were some cool shots. I liked, like, the weird, like, color switching and
There
stuff.
were some great dude. I loved the shot of the houseboat pulling off, and it's going into like the swamp or whatever, and you
Oh,
see
yeah.
in the background like the storm starting, like and has the
Yeah.
sunset over here. That was a
Bro,
beautiful
That
shot.
was
we got
the
fucking
lighting.
miniatures in this movie, man. Here's a
Yeah.
movie you would never think you actually would have like miniature models, but we fucking got it. You know what? I'm always appreciative of that.
Yeah.
It, like, I want to like this movie. That's the part. That's the problem, right? Like, I want to
'cause,
like
like,
it.
the cinematography in this was really outstanding.
It was solid. I did not care for the score though. I did not like.
See, I like the score.
It's like I said to
love
you
it.
guys after having watched The Simpsons ripping this off, seeing that episode year after year, time after time, and then you hear the same music in this, and then all you can think about is the fucking Simpsons.
Wow, that's fair.
Well,
scene,
that's very fair.
The scene where they fucking pull up into Cape Fear. He drops off the bottom of the car because he's strapped to the bottom. All I can think of is this scene. Who wants to drive through a cactus field?
Oh, see, it's crazy, man, because I haven't seen that episode in probably near 30
Yeah. Oh,
fucking
it's been a
years.
hot minute.
But
Dude,
as
I
soon
watched
as you
it right after
mentioned
this.
it, as soon as you mentioned it, I even was like, I'm pretty sure that's the one with Sideshow Bob, because I remember him like doing the full coming out of the prison, like that
Yep.
scene with the
Yeah.
clouds and shit like that.
Or,
So
or
that's
him,
one thing we talked.
real quick in that
Go
episode,
ahead.
him also getting up underneath the car and walking on all the rakes and just never stops doing it.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Oh god, I laughed so hard watching that last
God
night.
damn it, you guys are gonna make me gonna watch that shit after this.
I'm gonna watch
Um,
it after we're done.
Well, I will.
Season 5.
One of the best things I will give kudos to this movie, and young me can definitely attest to this, is I saw this cover art everywhere in the early 90s, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was in like every VHS store, dude. Like it was at
Yeah.
least always a poster on the wall because it kind of looked like a scary poster, right? Like it almost had some horror vibes. You got his fucking
And I
eyes
love the
clouds and shit.
I
the-
thought they did it really well.
Dude, the poster always sold me as a kid, and then I would like read the back, and I was just like, like there's no monsters in this. I don't really give a shit. Like, I mean,
Fair,
yes,
fair.
he's an ethical monster for sure, but you know that takes later on in life to really appreciate those tidbits.
And can we talk about how uncomfortable the scene with him and Juliette Lewis was
In the
Oh,
theater?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh.
was. Oh.
Yeah, I had to turn the volume down on my phone because I didn't want my daughter or even the wife. I was just like, this just sounds like it's like the sounds that you always hear, but you don't know what you're actually like hearing. And
Yeah.
it's gonna sound way worse in your head. You're just like, yeah, nobody
Yeah,
needs to
that-
hear that, dude.
I was actually talking about this movie with a coworker of mine, and he says, "Wait till you get to that scene. You're not gonna like it in the sense of he is
So
such a. It's horrible.
like I'll give kudos to that scene because it definitely hits the tone of what it's supposed to hit, and that is uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
for
Yes.
sure. I've heard a lot of people reading this movie and they were like, oh my god, this movie's totally like it's so uncomfortable all the way through. I did not get that vibe. I did not get that vibe at all. But
No.
this scene in particular, I will give you that because I don't know what's fucking worse. I don't even think it's De Niro. I think it's fucking Lewis. I think when she starts actually coming on him, I'm just like, oh dear God, no. Dude.
Yeah.
Dear God,
Yeah,
no.
that was definitely.
This is every father's nightmare. Like Jesus.
Exactly.
And I think what makes it worse is his weird Joker style hair going on in the moment. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that shit, dude.
No, and I do agree with you. Like she going on to him, but I don't know. Both of them, to me, that was like, this was a match made in hell for this scene. In other words, they both hit it. I felt they did because I was like, I need this scene to be done.
Was she actually the age that she was supposed to be playing at that time? Do we know?
No, she was 18.
She was 18, but
she was 18 when she did this, yeah.
15, 16-year-old? I can't
15.
remember. 15. Okay.
Remember, she said she's almost 16.
Yes, that's right. She was all but. Yeah, I just remember reading somewhere that I guess she actually admitted that she started developing a crush on De Niro during filming that scene. I'm like, ew, no. Like, ugh. I mean, De Niro's fit in this movie. I'm not going to say he's not, but it's like, bro, there's like still at least 20-year age gap going on, if not more.
If not more.
He was
he in his 40s in this?
Probably. He was at 3%. Yeah. He was at 3% body fat in this movie. I'm like,
I mean, the dude was fucking toned in the beginning when he's doing them dips, man. Like for sure. We didn't even talk about his tattoos, bro.
Dude,
his tattoos were kind of cool.
I love the scene where they're behind the mirror glass. I love that you can read the tattoos. I like that.
Yeah, they gave what's up there, Cacho? We're talking Cape Fear, homie. So, yes, that scene in particular, they gave you enough time to be able to like at least read each tattoo, kind of like, okay, boom, got it, boom, got it. And I don't know, man. I think the scales on his back were fucking badass.
Because he really was very biblical. So all of that on his body, I'm like,
which is kind of like ironic in the sense that he's a fucking rapist, pedophile, and shit like that. But you know, he's by the book. So,
he's by a different book.
I will say though, his opening line I did like when he was walking out of the prison, and they were just like, "Well, don't you want all your books?" Nope, read them already, and that was it. And I was like, "Sweet." That's all I needed.
Well, I don't know about you guys. I know, John, you didn't like the accent, but I got to tell you, for me, I was going through this movie. I'm like, if this was a movie I had to pick a De Niro monologue, I'm like, that would be hard for me to pick. I don't know. So even though it was him a lot of talking, I don't know. I don't know. He did a lot in those things.
Is it the part where he's like, I will out philosophize you?
It was that one, and then at the end where he's really grilling into Nick, he's got the gun in his hand, and he's fucking burnt up, and I'm like, yo, that's
okay. So you know what? I did kind of like that scene of like how he just like hit the whole like complete psycho. We're gonna act like we're at a court case at the moment in time, and he kept like looking at the jury, which is like almost like breaking the fourth wall, looking at the camera, but it's really his family, like
I don't know. Like I said, for me, he just hit it. And that scene, I love that scene.
That's fair. Yeah. Like I said, man, I probably would have enjoyed this movie much more had it just been 20-25 minutes shorter.
Like I said, the one scene that really pissed me the hell off.
Oh, the dog, right?
Yeah. So like there's that scene where where Nick Nolte wakes up from a nightmare and he thinks he sees De Niro standing there and he kind of rubs his eyes and he disappears. And it just finally hits him. He's like, I know how he's getting in the house. I know how he poisoned the dog. And then that's it. Nothing else is fucking mentioned.
Right?
That's true, yeah.
We have kind of
we're just left dangling like
that. Or something, the latch, whatever the fuck it may be.
Yeah. Like
even if it's said to the cop, hey, I figured it out. But it's like there's the moment beforehand where he's telling him he did it, and the cop's like, well, do you have any proof? He's like, well, no. And he's like, you're a fucking lawyer. You should know better than this.
I can't fucking do anything with this.
Which I thought that conversation was pretty funny. But it was also just showing, I guess, the extent that Nolte has been pushed to, right? Like he can't even think straight at this moment, which understandably, man, you got a weird fucking dude that just got out of prison that's stalking your family that you know.
Well, and I also think it tries to show that, yeah, you're right. He's a lawyer. I think it shows that he thinks that like he's going to say it and they're going to believe him because he's a lawyer, but they're all just like, you're a lawyer. You should also know that, first of all, we can't fucking do anything without any proof. How do you not help you?
What was really funny is like he's sitting there going through all this shit, and this is early in the movie. I'm like, wait a minute. If he wants to know what this guy's up to, why doesn't he just hire a private detective? Then the very next scene, that's exactly what the fuck he's doing.
Fuck yeah, right? 100%, dude. Like, Get somebody that's on that shit for sure. All right. Is there anything else to discuss? Anything major wise? Like, I know we hit the fight scene. We talked a little bit about the boat.
I think we covered most.
Okay.
I think so.
I would love to hear what Brody
I was gonna
thinks.
say if we're good, I'll bring in the doppelganger Kanga Banga, and we will have to see what his thoughts are on this. Just give me 1 second. I just got to get Scoob out of here. Do a little replacing. God, scared the shit out of me.
Whoa.
Oh,
We're
that's
awake.
funny.
All right, and allow me to bring in the saucy Aussie here.
Oh, yeah. How about the fighting?
Oh yeah.
Starring the Kanga Banga from the land down under.
Oh my God.
Howdy
I
bloody
love the
doody there,
music.
folks. It's your Kanga Banga back for another episode of Gore More, and this week I'm here to talk to y'all about Martin Scorsese's underrated fucking film, Cape Fear. Cape Fear was one of them rare films that, you know, it's get referenced a lot in pop culture, but yet it's not one that a lot of people still talks about, if that makes any sense. Like, it sort of flies under the radar, but it's still big in its own right. Weird, I know, right? But yeah, I think it's an absolute doozy of a film. It was one for fuck knows unreasons why I would watch it a lot as a kid. But yeah, let me tell you what I really appreciate about this gem. I'm just going to kick it straight off with De Niro's performance and his character of Max Cady in this. The way he was able to bring this villain to life is absolutely incredible. I was going to say it's the closest thing to a horror film that he's done, but no, backtrack a bit. He's done Frankenstein in the 1994 film. But besides that shit, him to portray this character and bring this brutally sadistic, realistic version of what a serial killer is. And it's just very captivating to me to see him in each scene as it unfolds. I really can't take my eyes off the screen every time he's there. He's very unpredictable at times. He's very cunning. He's like a wolf, you know. He stalks his prey. He's very witty. He's cunning at the same time. And it's the way that he delivers his lines and throughout his body chemistry, the physicality of his persona, the way he breaks down each scene, whether or not it's like just him watching someone or obviously having a conversation. And yeah, just a very cunning human being that's been obviously, you know, biding his time and used it very well, especially being in the joint. Obviously the acting, you know, Nick Nolte, he's no slouch either. You know, to see the back and forth between the two. I love how Scorsese was able to make you sort of see, you know, somewhat reasonably valid points from each side of each character. You know, maybe Nick Nolte's character was in the wrong and Katie's right, where obviously you think about it and it makes you question your own fucking morals at times, and you're like, hang the fuck on a minute, I'm completely wrong to even think that for a sec. And I love how Scorsese is able to do that with these characters, and they're all phenomenal actors. I mean, they're all A-list stars, you know, in this film. So yeah, it's great to see each scene unfold with them bringing their A game to the fucking table. But yeah, I won't rave on for much longer. You obviously get the picture. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie for what it is. I definitely feel like it's Scorsese's one of his most underrated films. I think it even got nominated for Oscars. So, and yet, like, it's still a lot of people haven't really heard of it. It's a weird one, if that makes any sense. It's one of them rare remakes. It's obviously, for me personally, better than the OG. So, Gore and More School. What am I going to give it? I'm not going to give it a perfect 5, but I will give it a 4.6.
Damn.
And this is your DKB signing out, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this film. So cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, sir.
Yeah, like
Thanks,
I was saying
bro.
before,
Cheers,
yeah,
brother.
Tomorrow's character, the way that they introduce us to him, you know, obviously we get to see the tattoos on his body. He is ripped as fuck. Later on, that is showcased throughout 3 people beating him up. He gets
I
the
didn't
upper
do anything,
hand,
by the
so
way.
you
This
really
is just
go,
the video.
Holy fuck. This has got way out of fucking hand. Then that's when the incredible tonal shift of that suspense and fear that's perfectly laced out through this film. I definitely, it just brings that tension to the table that reigns supreme for what this film's meant to be, and just the mood and what it represents. Absolutely stunning. I love it.
Okay. I think that was meant to be in the middle, but that's okay. We got the chest.
I was about to say, okay.
Yeah, I was with you too.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Brody. We're probably going to break your hearts because we did not enjoy it on the same level as you.
No. I already told him that though this morning, so at least he kind of knew it was coming from me.
I figured he'd have a different take than we would on this.
It's all right though. So, dear
I'm in the
Coucho,
middle, but
I'm gonna
we'll
let
worry
you
about
know.
that later.
I did see Late Night with the Devil. It was an all right watch, not necessarily a favorite, and I don't know. Maybe we'll discuss it later on next year. I can't remember if we have that on the list or not, but
I don't think.
I don't think we
could be
did.
wrong.
It's
I don't
okay.
think we do.
It's an okay.
I didn't see it yet.
It's. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I enjoyed it. That was about it. So it's at least a good one watch. Bringing Out the Dead. Who's
That's
Bringing
one with
Out the
Nicolas
Dead?
Cage.
Oh, is that the one where he's a ambulance driver?
I think that's
Oh
what I'm thinking of.
man, I don't think I've ever actually fully seen that movie.
I've never seen it. I just remember from the preview.
No, I haven't.
If
That
that's
was
the
like
one,
late
it's got Nicolas
90s,
Cage,
right?
I think.
Yeah,
If that's
I
Nicolas
think so.
Cage, I'm in. You know,
Fuck yeah, bro. Absolutely. I think if I'm not mistaken, like the cover was like a red cross with just his eyes.
sounds right.
That's okay, cool. All right. So Brody Kane starting us off with a high bar, 4.6. You know, man, looking online, a lot of people love this movie. I thought maybe we're the odd people out, dude. I mean, there's people that dislike it too.
Dude, there's people that like The Omen, and we hated that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess things just hit different strides for different people, right? So that being said, I think we've discussed what we want to discuss for this film. I'm handing the reins over to Chad Daddy. What do you got behind the scenes, brother?
I got a good bit here. So the film's screenplay was adapted by Wesley Strick from the original screenplay by James R. Webb, which was based on the novel The Executioners by John D. MacDonald.
Okay. I did not know this was based off a book.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The thick accent De Niro used to play Max Cady reportedly gave Scorsese the creeps. As a joke, De Niro would call Scorsese's house leaving voicemails as Cady. I think that's actually a pretty good practical joke. I love that.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Do you have the one of how he practiced to even get that accent?
I think so.
Okay.
Where he went around and audio recorded people reciting lines. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. Originally, in the scene where Katie puts handcuffs on Lori, she was supposed to start freaking out. Ileana Douglas was the one who came up with the idea of having her character laughing and trying to play along instead.
AKA she actually
Which
likes handcuffs and was totally just down for the scene.
She was.
Which I liked, and all of a sudden, crack, and it's like, oh, okay.
I had a feeling it was going to go south like that. I didn't think it'd bite her freaking cheek off, though.
I like that, honestly.
That was a random move, but not unappreciated, I'll say.
Yeah, so he didn't just bite her; he literally bit a chunk out of her and spit it out.
He was wiggling there for a second, dude. He was trying to get some deep bite.
He was like freaking Tar Man in Return of the Living Dead.
But it's like, why did he do it? He's not a cannibal. You know what I mean? He's just like,
probably to establish that to establish that he's dominant no matter what, even though we had a feeling.
Something. Leaving his mark.
Well,
maybe it's just leaving of a mark.
Sick and fucking twisted, dude. He's fucking twisted in there.
Indeed.
Fair enough. All right.
De Niro was tattooed with vegetable dyes, which faded after a few months.
Well, that's kind of cool.
The scene in
rock that life for a few months, even just like offset, just like I'm all tatted up and shit.
You think he just went to like biker bars, just like a vest on?
I mean, dude, he looked like he kind of had the same vibe of like the greased out hair as what's his name from Tremors 2. You know what I mean? Where it's just that very like, I don't know. It's just it's a very particular look.
It is.
Yeah, and he rocks it quite well in this movie.
He did.
You know, one thing Brody mentioned, and I've never watched the Frankenstein with him in it.
It's really good.
Yeah,
it is really good.
I've seen bits of it. I didn't watch it fully.
Is that just straight up Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I feel like I have seen pieces of it when I was a kid. So,
Yeah, so I saw it in theaters and it was really good.
nice. Okay. What else you got, brother?
The scene in the high school auditorium was shot in one take with 2 cameras.
Yeah, they let them just improvise and go for it.
Whatever. It's gross. That's all I gotta say. It's gross.
The climax was filmed inside a 90-foot water tank on a soundstage. It took 4 weeks to shoot.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that wasn't even that long of a scene. In comparison to the rest of the movie, that boat scene was like 15 minutes, maybe 20. Fuck. That's crazy.
Jesus.
See, that's probably like half the length of the actual like filming for that fucking thing, dude, in comparison to the just for that bullshit. I mean, I guess you got like pyrotechnics and shit, and you got a guy like actually catching on fire. So then you got all that different. So I could see the need for like different safety risks and shit like that for those scenes, particularly.
Yeah.
Dude, your camera's freaking me out because like every once in a while, even when you were talking earlier, dude, it was doing that zoom in.
That's
And I was
because
like,
I can hold on, I can stop that real quick.
no, you're fine. Because it was best when you were doing it earlier because like it was like you were talking about something super serious and it was like zooming in. I was like, oh man, I only wish this would like continually just go in more.
That's good, Chad. You're good now.
You're fine, homie.
Yeah, it's because of that changing and the camera autofocuses. I don't know how to turn that off.
Ah, that's all good, dude. All right, what else you got, brother?
Steven Spielberg was originally set to direct. He later recommended Scorsese for the job and personally called Scorsese, letting him know that this was a commercial film that had a potential to be a hit, which would exercise more power for Scorsese to make his films.
Yo, dude, that's because that motherfucker was like, listen, I got this movie with dinosaurs on the horizon, and I got to work on that shit first.
Actually, no.
Probably not.
Schindler's List.
Was that also 91?
See, it's later on in my notes, yeah, but they were originally supposed to be flip-flopped, and Scorsese was going to direct Schindler's List, and Spielberg was going to direct this.
Now, I apologize. I've never personally seen Schindler's List, but...
Neither did Jerry Seinfeld. He made out during it.
Oh my God, that's right. Oh my God, that's right. You made out during Schindler's List.
Good movie.
But no, is that dude, that would be a whole different movie though. I feel like almost done from that, just like completely different perspectives on that, right? Because I mean,
it would be.
Oh yeah,
you actually have, Spielberg, who's of Jewish descent, actually govern that versus Scorsese, who is just straight Italian, or
I think so.
So, yeah, I don't know. I bet that would hit a lot differently.
Well, if he's Scorsese's straight Italian, he definitely would have had to take a different take on Schindler's List because he was on the opposite side of that fence.
Yeah, we won't go down that road. I mean, that's why Spielberg's like, yo, bro, you should just give that to me.
Let a Jew handle that.
What would a Spielberg Cape Fear be like, though?
I don't know.
it would probably not. I don't think it would be. I think it'd be like Jaws with a killer in it. I don't know.
Just
there was a killer in Jaws. There was a shark.
You know what I mean.
I mean, you could kind of almost make that argument that he really is just. It really is just Jaws, but with a person.
I mean, he does follow him around a lot, and he's always spotted, but never really like fucks with him until like certain points. Yeah, that's interesting. So wait, so Schindler's List was 91, so he must have went right to fucking Jurassic Park right after that, because that was 93.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy though. Like if you think about like just build time and stuff like on all that props and shit. I don't know. Anyways.
De Niro paid a dentist $5,000 to make his teeth look suitably bad for the role of Max Cady. After filming, he paid $20,000 to have them fixed.
God, I hope he worked that into his fucking contract.
I don't think he did.
Well, then that was just money spent stupidly. Fuck that.
He could afford it. De Niro could afford it.
Yeah, I know, but like, I don't even think I really even noticed his teeth too much. I just kept looking at his greasy fucking hair.
And that big ass fucking stogie he always had.
That was a thick cigar.
Bro, we didn't even talk about the
bothered
best
me.
part of this whole movie is when we watched an even better movie within this movie, and that is Problem Child.
Oh my god.
Oh god, his obnoxious, over the top, forced laugh.
That
Oh.
was I'm sorry, but I laughed my ass off at that scene, dude, because it was just I understand it was supposed to set like unease and uncomfortableness. And if you guys have like, outside anxiety like that, sure, that would work. But I don't know. That just I thought was fucking hilarious. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
So, real quick, I just had to do some research. So, Schindler's List came out after Jurassic Park. He started doing stuff on it, but Sid Sheinberg said, "You'll make Schindler's List, but you're going to do Jurassic Park first, and then you can go do it." So, but he was prepping it in '91, but that's when they
that
said,
would make
"No,
sense
do
because
this first."
if you thought about like when Seinfeld came out, versus
Yeah.
because Newman didn't start on Seinfeld till after Jurassic Park. I don't think
That's true. Yes.
Or was it the other?
No, actually, no. He started
Was it on Seinfeld?
after. No. Spielberg saw him in what's the movie with Sharon Tate?
Basic Instinct.
Yes, that's how he got Jurassic Park, and then that's how he ended up on Seinfeld. So it went from this movie to this movie to this show.
I've never seen Basic Instinct.
Random ass Jurassic Park Seinfeld knowledge, but the picture on Newman's little ID tag is the same exact one that Kramer uses when he's using like a thing to figure out who is like an issue, where he's doing like the red line thing bullshit. That's the picture of Newman on the wall is from the ID tag in the Jurassic Park. How fucking awesome is that?
All right, continue.
De Niro's Katy accent came from an earlier role where he played a Southerner. To prepare for the role, De Niro took excerpts of the script and a tape recorder into Southern towns and would ask locals to read the lines into the tape.
That's one way to do research.
Do you think he like threw those people some money? I feel like he should have.
Probably.
Because like you're kind of utilizing them to help get your job. You know what I mean? So it seems like it's almost a weird way, but of like that's still like acting classes almost. I don't know. Just thought.
The auditorium scene was originally scripted as a chase scene, but Scorsese wanted it to be a seduction.
Yeah, well, he got it.
It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, man.
Gross. This was Gregory Peck's final appearance in a theatrical film release before his death on June 12, 2003 at the age of 87.
No shit. All right. Way to go out in the 90s, homie. Top.
Director Martin Scorsese's first choice for the role of Bowden was Harrison Ford. He had De Niro call Ford to try to convince him to take the part. After some consideration, he ultimately turned down the offer. Warren Beatty, Jeff Bridges, James Caan, Kevin Costner, Richard Gere, Mel Gibson, Dennis Quaid, Christopher Reeve, and Robert Redford were also considered.
Damn.
That's a long
list
of big names.
Seriously.
Dude, can I just say Nick Nolte is like 1991's version of Josh Brolin.
I was
today.
Yeah.
I was looking at him and I'm like, oh, that's Josh Brolin. I'm like, that can't be Josh Brolin. It's 1991. He would have been a fucking like
that
man.
Or I was thinking of it would be his dad, because his dad looks
but their fucking facial structure is like eerily similar, dude. Maybe it is his dad. Dude. Maybe he's somebody who's, it is Hollywood. Who knows?
You never know.
The score by Elmer Bernstein is not only an arrangement of Bernard Herrmann's original Cape Fear score from '62, but also includes parts of Herrmann's unused score from Torn Curtain in 1966.
So maybe that's why it just felt off to me, because it was like old school style score, and that's why it just felt. Because, dude, I'm not gonna lie, that's what kind of threw me off, because I was like, wait a minute, this movie's in 1991, but why does it sound like it's from the fucking 70s, dude? Like,
I love that. 100%.
I didn't, dude. It threw me out. I don't know.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I get it.
I was getting vibes of the same fucking like score from Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and it just wasn't really doing it for me. Right? I had a thought during this movie that I was so bored. I was like, God, I would almost watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes over this right now.
I don't know about that one. That one was
That's-
terrible.
I know that is just a me thought. I'm saying it was just for a millisecond, but it still was there.
I didn't dislike this movie that much.
Yeah.
It's not that
I'd
hated
rather
the
watch
movie. I was
Amityville
just-
3D over Killer Tomatoes. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know on that. I can't answer that one, dude.
Okay, continuing on. Martin Scorsese read the original script 3 times while making Goodfellas and hated it each time because the Bowdens were a happy family and he wanted them to be miserable.
Oh, so he made him shitbags, and then we all ended up hating him anyway. It's great.
Drew Barrymore screen tested for the role of Danielle Bowden, but failed the audition. She later said she acted all over the place, and it was just the biggest disaster of her life.
Oh,
Weird. I mean,
that's a bit
I
of
don't
a
know.
stretch.
I guess-
Seems like, all right.
what's her name? She did a, she played the angsty teen well. I don't know. She was one. So
Yeah.
probably not that hard off from the actual script.
Not by much. No.
Anything else, brother?
I got a lot. Gregory Peck, who starred in Cape Fear in 1962, appears as Katie's lawyer. Robert Mitchum played Max Cady in the 1962 version and appears as Lieutenant Elgert. Martin Balsam played Mark Dutton in the 62 version and the judge in this version.
I like that
Nice.
he was able to bring back some people.
Yeah, that's always cool.
Yeah. In the original script, Lee only met Max Cady at the end. Jessica Lange suggested a scene where they talk outside her house be added to the script because she felt there should be a meeting between the two before the climax.
I actually like that interaction very much.
The initial one or the ending one?
The initial. Wait, you talked to Bobby.
The initial,
Yeah.
the initial one. The initial.
Okay.
The climactic scene out in the swamp was filmed in John U. Lloyd State Park in the middle of a mangrove swamp. A tropical depression set over the set for 4 days, so the film crew had to wait for the storm to stop so that they could make their own rain.
That's just kind of like almost spitting in Mother Nature's face at that fucking moment, isn't it?
Yeah, you think, why not just use the natural rainstorm?
I mean, I guess if
Or,
like
it's
can't-
harder to control, yeah, but
right.
It was probably too.
Like you could still like cover your cameras and shit properly,
think.
right? Like I don't
you'd
know.
think.
Maybe it was it was probably too rough. Who knows? Mother Nature can be a bitch when she wants to be.
That's like the poor spider that sits in the corner of your room and then you rock down his fucking cobweb and then you put up fake shit for Halloween. He's like, what the fuck, bro?
I had it going for you.
Right. I already started that shit. Huh?
Okay, continuing on. Robert De Niro researched sexual predator crimes for the part and suggested the scene where his character bites the victim.
Oh.
Okay.
So he was playing or he was doing the or no, what is it when they stay in character the whole time?
He was method.
Method acting.
Method. Thank you. Ugh. That's the one character you should never method act.
Oh, he
Serial
did.
rapist. Is he technically a serial killer?
Rape.
I mean, I guess he
No.
does. I wouldn't consider it that. I mean,
No.
yeah, he has 2 kills, 3 kills in the movie?
Yeah, but I would say he's more of a serial rapist.
Yes.
100%.
I only asked that
turned
'cause-
into a slight killer.
I only asked that only because Brody said serial killer, and I was just like, well, would he technically be a serial killer?
Yeah, he didn't kill anyone until, later on, well into this movie.
Right. Like that's the whole reason he went to prison is because of rape and physical abuse for sure.
Mhm.
But okay.
Unlike Nick Nolte and Robert De Niro, Gregory Peck and Robert Mitchum did not get along well with each other off-screen while filming the original Cape Fear. Notably, despite their small roles in the remake, Peck and Mitchum do not appear in any scenes together.
Boy, talk about a grudge.
Somebody was dicking down somebody else's lady.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
I'm
That
gonna-
was one of those
I'm gonna-
situations.
I'm going to see if I can find out. Keep it.
Fair enough.
Okay, for this movie, Martin Scorsese heavily imitated Alfred Hitchcock's style, homaging the British director in several shots, some of which are direct nods to famous Hitchcock films, such as Strangers on a Train, which would be the parade scene, or Marnie, which was the nightmare.
I have never seen either one of those.
Me neither, but I think Strangers on a Train would be right up my alley.
I never watched a lot of Hitchcock movies, but I always watched the show.
Yeah.
Dude, like Nick at Night, man. When I was a kid, that shit was on all the time. All right. What else you got, brother?
When Spielberg was attached to direct, he had plans on casting Bill Murray as Max Cady.
Yeah.
So we would have got What About Bob?
Pretty much.
That's literally would have just been What About Bob?
Basically, without the comedy.
Yeah, but I feel like if Bill Murray's going to be it, they're going to bring in comedy at that point, dude. Like, man, Steven Spielberg directing Bill Murray as in this movie, that would have been a vastly different movie, dude. Huh. All right.
Martin Scorsese directed the film as part of a 2-picture deal with Universal Pictures because of their help and support with the release of The Last Temptation of Christ. The other movie of the deal was Casino.
Never seen.
Me neither.
Heard it's solid, though.
Wait, Casino? Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not my kind of thing.
That's fair.
This was the first film in which Martin Scorsese used visual effects.
Oh, interesting. All right.
De Niro and Nolte had to alter their physiques for the film because the 6-foot bulky Nolte is clearly larger than the 5'9" slimmer De Niro. Nolte slimmed down, losing a good deal of weight while shooting the film, and De Niro bulked up his muscles considerably until De Niro could be seen as Nolte's physical superior. Interestingly, the original Sam Bowden, Gregory Peck, was 6'3", also slightly taller than the original Max Cady, Mitchum, who was 6'1".
Yeah, but that's not much of a difference in comparison to this setup here.
Well, I mean, you're looking at a 2-inch difference between Peck and Robert Mitchum, and then just a 3-inch difference between
okay. I thought
De Niro and Nolte.
Sounded more than that, but I don't know, man. He just looked so little when he was going against those 3 goons.
Yeah,
I'm not saying scrappy dudes can't fucking fight for sure, obviously, like.
But I just did not buy that. It just pissed me off.
Yeah, no, I get it. Anything else, my brother?
Ooh, George C. Scott.
Got a little Sam and Dean action there.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
Nice.
George C. Scott was originally supposed to play Lieutenant Elgar, but because of health problems, he dropped out a few days before filming, and Robert Mitchum was brought in.
Oh,
okay. No shit.
Try and get through these. Reese Witherspoon auditioned for the role of Danielle Bowden. The music video that Danielle watches to avoid her parents' argument is Jane's Addiction, Been Caught Stealing. I knew that.
Nice.
Nicole Kidman lobbied for the role of Danielle, but Scorsese wanted a younger actress. The script went through 24 drafts.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of rewriting, dude. Well, I guess that's not rewrites technically. That's just drafts. So.
Oh, did you guys notice the name of the Bowden's houseboat?
I did not.
Yeah. Now I can't think of it. But yes, what was it?
Moana.
Nice.
But yeah, the houseboat's Moana, which means ocean in Hawaiian.
Huh. No shit. All right.
Okay, let's see. I already mentioned the whole thing with Schindler's List. Fangoria magazine was barred from covering the film because Universal, Spielberg, and Scorsese saw the film as a thriller, not a horror film. They were also barred from covering Silence of the Lambs for similar reasons.
See, now, Silence of the Lambs is way more horror to me than this ever could be considered.
Yes.
To me personally, I'm still not going to disagree that Silence of the Lambs is more thriller territory, but I feel like it's more in the vein of horror than this. This is like, I said, man, this felt like a long like soap opera episode or something like that.
Kind of. It just, yeah. Okay, Christina Applegate auditioned for Danielle Bowden, but had to turn down the part due to conflicts with filming Married with Children. Alyssa Milano turned down the role of Danielle due to pressure from Who's the Boss fellow cast member Tony Danza.
What the fuck, Tony? No. He's like, you don't want to do this. You don't want to suck on De Niro's thumb. Like, didn't he go all like super Christian, Tony Danza, or was he always like that?
I think, and then Alyssa Milano is just batshit crazy.
Which is funny because like Tony Danza used to do porn before that.
Yeah.
We all know about the slap, right?
Nicolas Cage, Willem Dafoe, Brad Dourif, and Jack Nicholson were considered for Max Cady.
Wow. Jack Nicholson, yes. Brad Dourif, possibly yes. Who else did you say?
Nicholson, Cage, Dafoe, and Brad Dourif.
Defoe.
Dafoe would have killed it.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'd rather have seen Dafoe.
I can't think of a 1991 Dafoe movie. Is there? I'm trying to think of the earliest movie I've ever seen him act in, and I thought that was
The earliest one I can remember seeing him in was Platoon, and that was in like the late 80s.
Oh, yes. Oh my God. I'm so stupid. Thank you. It was Platoon. I was thinking Boondock Saints, but I'm like, no, that's late 90s. That can't be.
Yeah, he was in
like,
one before that.
No, I know, but I'm just thinking of like what I would have seen him in. But yeah, no. Forgot he was in Platoon. All right, cool.
During Katie's death scene, he seems to be talking gibberish. He's actually speaking in tongues, elated at the fact he thinks he's ascending to heaven. I thought speaking in tongues was just gibberish. I didn't realize there was a difference.
There's a legitimate word for it too. It's pentalock or something. I read up on it because somebody mentioned it, and I looked it up, and that's what it's called. Now I got to get the word.
All right.
Finally, near the end of the film's runtime, after the credits have rolled, the film sits on a black screen with the sounds of the storm and the film's final scene playing. About 3 seconds before the very end, women screaming can be heard.
I did not watch that at all.
Honestly.
Neither did I.
Interesting.
And that's all I got.
Okay.
Well, I had more, but I skipped over some.
Well, thank you, Chad Daddy. That was a healthy fucking lot of information there, man.
My pleasure.
Goddamn.
I aim to please.
Ooh. Okay, where did we watch this, boys?
Prime.
Also Prime, Chad?
I may have pirated it. I am not going to say.
All I'm going to say is I watched it on the internets. Anyways.
Also. Looks like we did a little pillaging.
Anyways, douche of the film.
Literally everyone.
Yeah, everybody sucks in this movie, dude.
See, I go back and forth.
You know who doesn't suck?
And Sam.
You know who got it the worst off in this movie? The damn dog.
Yeah, that poor dog.
Shit.
Here's the goodest boy.
Right. Dick. I don't think he killed the dog.
You don't?
I don't know who killed the dog. I just don't think he killed the dog. I was kind of hoping it would be something like,
if he didn't kill the dog, how did he get the dog's collar?
He's got a point.
Trash.
Mm.
Dug it up. I don't know.
Dug it up.
Why not? I don't know. They should have shown the dog, or at least, like you said, shown how he did it. Whatever. Favorite kill. I mean,
you got to give it to the detective getting strangled.
With the piano wire.
Yeah,
that was good.
Then he shoots himself, doesn't he?
The full Mrs. Doubtfire scene.
I like
That's
that.
what I'm saying, dude. If he popped up with the piano wire and was like, "Hello," went way better, dude.
Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. Yes.
All right. Sorry for making you see that image in your head now.
It's so funny because I was watching Mrs. Doubtfire later on that night.
How random is that, dude? Like, okay.
Oh God.
Best scene.
Oh, for me, I'm going. Well, it's hard.
I'm going
to
boat
choose.
scene at the end, dude. Once he got burned and shit, and was like doing his little like court appeal thing.
The court, I love that. And then I have two. I love that, and then I love De Niro's interaction with Sam. The first time he technically talks to him when he's in the convertible.
Oh, when he steals his key or keys there?
No, after that. He's like, how much will you take? 10,000? He's like, well, I've been in jail.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. All right.
So, definitely.
I think the scene where they brought him in for questioning after he killed the dog.
Oh,
That-
see that.
that
in
whole-
front of the two-way mirror?
Yeah, and that whole back and forth between him and the lieutenant, and he's like, "Well, he didn't. Like, do you have any proof?" No. He's like, well, you're a lawyer. You know better than this.
That's true.
I love that. I love that for all the tattoos and all that. So, that's a great scene.
All right. Worst scene or moment. I'm going with the fucking one in the goddamn school's auditorium there.
Absolutely, cannot agree anymore. That's absolutely
because it's such an uncomfortable scene.
I mean, that's what they were shooting for. They got it. For
Yeah,
sure.
they got it all right.
Yeah. Did the opening scene hook you in?
Yes.
Honestly, it kind of did because it was quiet and it had just a long, nice pan shot of him walking out the prison. It kind of set it as like, okay, this dude's definitely like, you get the religious overtones and shit really quick. And then, I don't know. It's just a good kind of setup. And like Chad Daddy says, it starts off rolling fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then that bitch goes down to fucking like turtle mode, man. It's fucking, I don't know. But opening scene, I would say yes.
I'd agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Most attractive character?
I could say I like this movie, but I don't find anyone particularly.
You know what's fucked up is I'm gonna say Jessica Lange, but Jessica Lange, like at the beginning of more of like American Horror Story, I thought she was hotter when she was older than she was.
I don't know. She was hot when she did King Kong.
Which King Kong? Peter Jackson? King Kong?
No. This the 76.
Oh, well, bro. I mean, you can't even argue that.
Well, you're saying she's hotter when she's older. Like, nah.
Yeah, but she's pretty hot as an old lady too, man. Like, I think it's the short business cut, dude. I just don't dig it.
That's
personal
fair.
preference.
That's
personal
fair
preference.
because I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? The chick who got her cheek bit off, I would say she was probably the cutest.
Okay, actually, yeah. Yes.
I do have kind of a she's not horrible.
No,
So,
because
never
she had
mind.
like those like big
yeah.
doughy eyes, and she just like she seemed sweet enough, but she wasn't sweet because she's a dirty bird.
And
And,
she was kind of cute in Stir of Echoes. So yeah.
yeah, she
So-
was.
So I'll agree with that. Yes.
Okay. All right. Across the board. I wonder what Scuba would think. Anyways, did the score set the mood?
No, because
I'm gonna see. This is where I'm gonna go. Yes, it did for me. Yes, it did.
That's okay. I hate to do this, man, because Elmer, you set up my childhood memory and my lifetime long favorite movie score. But this one did not hit it for me, homie. But you know what? I blame it on the fact that it's because he copied old score. He didn't come up with stuff on his own.
I blame it on The Simpsons. That's
fair.
all I could think of when I heard the music.
That's
All
fair.
right, fine. That's fair.
All right. That being said, best song. Did we have a best song?
Yes, Guns N' Roses, Patience.
Oh,
Ooh,
perfect.
Well,
All right.
Guns N' Roses.
We're just gonna
for
give it to
sure.
that.
Yeah,
Favorite character.
Max Cady.
The lieutenant that told him to shoot him.
Yep. I'm gonna go
Or he
with
didn't tell him to shoot him, though. He must have misheard him.
you're talking about
Robert Mitchum.
Robert Mitchum. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna have to agree with that one. Dude just has such a good Dragnet style voice, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
fucking Dragnet. There's a fucking. All right. That takes us to Was It Scary? So
Not to me.
now,
I mean, I would say maybe in the vein of you're being stalked. Yes, it's not scary in the sense of, oh, it's scary. It's scary in the sense of this could happen. Just
see,
maybe not to the
my thing
extreme.
is like, there's a lot of movies where we obviously say it's not scary per se, but in the big scheme of things, we could understand. But even this one, like, I don't know, man. I just couldn't, because I'm just like, nah, man, like, he's getting stalked. He could just, get the restraining order and all that other bullshit. But
Yeah.
instead it got turned on him too. But that's the whole point of the movie, so whatever. Does it hold up today?
Not to me.
Not for me either. So, Bob?
But when we say,
No, you just, is this something that you would be wanting to watch again anytime in the future?
Yeah, I probably would, because for me, I'm probably like there's things I missed maybe. So I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, there's nothing that yes, it's dated, but at the same time, there's nothing that truly like dates it per se. I mean, obviously, if you rebooted it now with like cell phones and shit, things could be way different.
Although the girl was watching music videos on MTV, and they don't show that anymore.
All right, well, that might date it a little bit, but that's fair. I don't know. I mean, it's almost a hard question for me to ask just because I didn't care for it, right? So maybe it does, but acting?
It's pretty solid for the action in all actuality. I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Even though the movie was kind of boring, the acting was pretty solid.
That's fair.
I agree with that 100% across.
Okay. I know we mentioned a few things about cinematography earlier, but did we like it? I
really did, actually.
Yes.
And the fact that he used Hitchcock as an inspiration really benefited this.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact that go ahead, John. Well, I was just gonna say the fact that he used visual effects and everything for a first time and stuff like that. Like, that's cool, man. I'll give it. So absolutely.
Oh yeah, visually this film looks great. It doesn't see that's when. So for me, that definitely doesn't look dated. It looks really wet.
Word. Did we like the premise?
Not really. Just because I did not care what happened to this family because they were all dicks.
I did, but I would definitely make changes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get the dude wanted revenge for what it was and everything, but it just, I don't know. I just didn't care. So, no. I think that's all it just has to be. And was the climax satisfying?
Definitely. I would say with that whole boat scene, if you're going to go with that.
I would say yes.
I would say it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I'll at least give it that. So, okay.
It was nice that they changed the locale from, being in the house to like being on a boat in the middle of the river.
Yeah, it gives it something different. Yeah. Nice little change of scenery for sure. Okay, boys, recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot. I'm recycling it.
I'll rewind it.
That's fair. I don't ever need to watch this again. So
it's a one and done for me, but I'm not going to say recycle it, rewind it, but
put it on the shelf. Reshelf it? Okay.
Put it on the shelf.
All right. And that leads us to rate.
Actually, no. You know what? Remake it. Fuck it. Remake it. Wait, no, it's getting remade.
It is.
Is it really?
Yes. Yes. So it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a mini series or something, but it's going to be made for Apple Plus TV.
No, don't care.
Javier Bardem is going to be playing Max Cady.
Already lost me by making it a series. Don't care.
I know. I think it could work as a series.
Maybe a mini series, but not a full series. Because at a certain point, you got to just fucking end it, dude. Because otherwise, you're going to go into too many weird like backstories, and then somehow they're going to end up being fucking related and some bullshit. Because you got to go into season fucking 3. No, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck all that crap. Make it a movie or make it a mini series. Call it done. 6 episodes.
I just don't care about Apple Plus, so fuck it.
Well, that's awesome. As soon as you mentioned that, I was just like, "Oh, no."
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if they had a Godzilla TV series. I still haven't watched it.
I know. I wanted to watch that so bad, but it's like, fuck you. I'm not getting another subscription.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
And it didn't get the greatest reviews anyway. Like Godzilla's barely in it.
You know what? I got the internets, dude. I'm sure I can find it. Anyways,
there you go.
Let's rate this motherfucker. Brody started us off with a 4.6, so high and mighty. Bob, what do you got, brother?
Well, I'm not going that high. I'm actually going to keep it at a 4. There are things I would change about it, but I still enjoyed it.
Okay, Chad Eddie.
Like I said, I didn't hate it, but I really didn't love it. Do I want to give it a 2.8 or a 2.5?
Damn.
I would say 2.5 because I don't see myself watching this again in the future.
All right. And I'm giving it a solid 2 because that's exactly how I felt about it. I was actually going to come. Hey, I came in, honestly, today's episode with literally a 1 in my head. And I'll say after talking about it and a little bit of finagling, I'll go up to a 2. But I'll never watch this fucking movie ever again. So that being, man, I really wish we had Scoobs here tonight. I would have loved to see what he would have thought.
Well, did you see his comment on the side?
I did see his comment.
He said he didn't.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, as soon as he left the prison, 5 to 10 minutes after that, I was already bored in the movie. I was like, I don't care.
He's already checking his phone.
I was, dude. I was like, this is awful, man.
I did that a couple times myself.
And that's when I know.
Totally
I'm
fair,
like, oh, that's
totally.
not good, dude. That's not good at all. All right, we're only dividing this shit by a 4 tonight. Gene, I saw also throw in a 3.8, so that's kind of right in the middle of where everybody is. Okay, so we have a 3.3 for
Way too generous.
1991's Cape Fear. Yo, man, a lot of people rate this a solid fucking movie, dude. It's just I'm not those people.
No, and look, like I said, I gave it a 4, but there are things where I would change. I would not sit here and say
I would change the whole fucking thing.
There's few things I would definitely change.
Yeah, I would definitely try to make it a little bit more tense, a little bit more scarier. All right. That takes us to what are we reviewing next week, brother?
Next week is your final pick of the year.
Woo! What?
And I think it's Peter Jackson's first movie.
Bad Taste.
Bad Taste.
Yeah, yes.
I have never seen this movie.
Same.
Same.
I just know something about aliens.
Yeah, I've only seen the cover with the dude with the weird, like, blobby head.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bob, you've seen this one before? Yay, nay?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
No.
so there's 3 of us. I want to say I'm pretty sure Brody definitely has. And Scoobs I cannot account for. So
Yeah, so this should be available to rent on Prime.
All right, good to know.
Beautiful.
Well, it'll be fun to watch, and then that'll be our last episode before the big man shows up. And that's right, fills our houses with more stuff.
He drains his sack and we get it back. All right.
Whoa.
Oh, Bobby.
It's just true.
Yo, so while we're jumping into nerd news here, if anything does happen, I will say I forgot to mention this, but I did check out Red 1 over the weekend.
Oh, nice. How is it?
It's a solid fucking fun movie. It's not an amazing movie by any means, right? But like, I don't know any Christmas movies that are like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like Christmas movies are their own like category of judging, right? Versus like an actual normal movie.
Well, yeah, because you got the goofy Christmas movies like Christmas Vacation and Elf.
Yes.
You got the shitty fucking Hallmark ones.
Uh-huh. Then you got the old school ones like
like Miracle on 34th Street.
Yep.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yep. Right. So you got a lot of different.
Yeah.
This dude, this was a good family one. Lots of action going on. Great use of multitudes of mythical creatures in this movie, which I absolutely fucking loved.
Okay.
And I don't know, like it was just, dude, you know, if you like The Rock, if you don't, whatever. He was funny in this. Chris Evans was fucking hilarious in this. And what's his name as Santa Claus is awesome.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. Thank you, Chad.
Dude, so I didn't realize this. I've been for years thinking that John Goodman still did the voice of the yellow peanut M&M in the commercials.
He doesn't?
No.
No,
Ever
it's
since
good.
1995, it's fucking J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
Dude. And Simmons is awesome in this, dude, because he's a jacked old man. He's a jacked old Santa. Not like rock jacked, obviously, but
jacked for
his age and shit, dude. Like, yeah, man, he's
ripped.
Some shape,
he is ripped.
Bro. Oh yeah, absolutely. And they got some of the best looking cookies in this, dude. But I don't want to spoil anything too else. I suggest watching it. It's still in theaters if you can get out, but if you can't, it's on Prime now too. So
yeah,
watch it on
they
Prime.
showed previews for it before. I think it was
You'll like it.
Deadpool and Wolverine or Alien Romulus. Me and Gene both saw the preview. And like that looks actually pretty good.
I think if anything, you might like it even more than your kids. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Something that
the whole family watched it, and we all
shit.
liked it, dude. Dude, it was good. Like I'm definitely down to watch it again.
I'll have to throw that on for this weekend for the kids because it's hard to watch something during the week, but like on the weekend,
I'm gonna watch.
That'd be
so like I said, it's an action style movie, right, dude? It's awesome. There's a bunch of more mythical creatures, and then if this doesn't spin the tone of like how this movie is set up, where I say it's just fun, the director does the Fast and the Furious movies.
Oh, I love those movies. I don't care. I love them.
Perfect popcorn Christmas movie, dude. It's great. It's
sweet.
Good time. Check it out. To me, it's a new Christmas rotation movie, easily.
But how does it compare to Santa's Sleigh?
Oh, well, that's a totally different category because that's Christmas horror, which is
that's elevated Christmas right there. That's
like I put it in the same level, like maybe even above it. Like another newer Christmas movie came out last year, I think, or 2 years ago, that I also really enjoy is 8-Bit Christmas, dude. Like I fucking love that movie. It's stupid, it's silly.
I've never seen.
You ever seen it?
No.
Do you have Max?
Yes.
It's on Max. It's a Max movie. It's great. It's Neil Patrick Harris telling his daughter about the story of how he got his Nintendo back in the 80s. And it's just completely overly fabricated kids in the 80s adventures. And it's awesome, dude. Chad, I think you boys will both really like it.
Okay.
I highly suggest checking that out too.
I wanted them for that.
No, it's great. Because there's this point like where he's like telling his daughter, and he's like, yeah, so I went riding my bike. She's like, were you wearing a helmet? And he's like, yeah, of course I was wearing a helmet. And then it goes back to him as a kid. It's like, bing, pops a helmet on his head. She's like, was it this color? And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. She's like, wait, were you guys safe in the 80s? He's like, we were very safe in the 80s, dude.
We were not.
No, but I'm saying like it's just that kind of a movie, dude. So definitely check that out too. But is there anything nerdy you boys want to discuss before we wrap this shit up?
We did get a teaser trailer drop for the next Return of the Living Dead movie.
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
Didn't show much at all.
No, it didn't. It just showed basically Tarman dragging a Christmas tree through a cemetery.
Which it doesn't even. It's very silhouetted, so you know it's Tarman, but you don't really see much of Tarman.
Yeah, you can tell by the way he's walking and like his shadow and everything. You can tell who it is, but
yeah. I think you see his pants close up as like the
I think
closest
so.
part, and you're like, oh, greasy pants.
Yeah. We also got the trailer for 28 Years Later.
Yes, we did.
Which
I've never seen 28 Weeks Later, so.
But you saw Days.
I saw Days.
We never covered those movies.
Mm-mm.
No, we did not.
My wife was very surprised on that. She's like, I can't believe you guys haven't covered them. Like,
I loved 28 Days. I did like 28 Weeks too.
Two different movies. They're two different movies that have the same idea, but not. And I enjoy them both too. I enjoy them both for almost two different reasons. Like it's weird.
Yeah, but I need to rewatch those. It's been a minute, but yes, we do.
Like the first one's scary, but then the second one I feel kind of hits a little bit more on like the family sentimental side. So if I remember, it's been.
Oh man, don't tell me it's. Please tell me it's not gonna be like Train to Busan. Because the ending of that was just absolute heart wrenching.
It's been a while. I can't even honestly tell you that, dude.
I don't think it's as heart wrenching as that.
Oh, you're talking about with the dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not in the end, but there's definitely parts I would say that kind of hits to that.
Wait. Train to Busan. Who else was in? Who was in that movie, by the way?
I was. Goddamn it.
Korean Big Johnny D.
Fucking right.
Dude, the fact that your wife even commented on that was freaking hilarious.
I know.
I love it. Another piece of news. Reanimator returns with a 40th anniversary 4K release. There will be 4 editions available. There's all different kinds of shit with this one. That's why there's 4 different releases of it. You got bobblehead books, photos with one. You got and then photos with another. And then you just have 2. What is it? You got 2 standard edition, and then you got the regular 4K. So there's a lot. Do we have a release date?
Who's putting that out, by the way?
Hold on, getting there.
I think I saw that on Dawn of the Disc, but I could be wrong.
Forky Brian user. Restoring where is it? Why is it not popping up?
Jeez,
I
Bob,
can't.
I'm a little more prepared.
See,
I
Gene,
just
I
picked
can't
it out
remember.
now.
Gene, I haven't watched it in like
Oh,
probably
Eagle
10 years, if not
Eagle
15
Rock
years.
Pictures is doing
Eagle Rock Pictures?
Eagle Rock. Never even heard of him.
No.
the anniversary release is from Ignite Films and Eagle Rock Pictures.
Okay. Solid. Oh, I do have something nerdy. There is going to be one more showing of Terrifier 3 in theaters, if anybody's interested. And I know there's a lot of select spots doing them, but it is going to be a Christmas Eve only showing.
Oh, that's hot.
There is one that's going to be near us, well, like 40 minutes away, but I'm like, I can't dip out on fucking Christmas Eve at 9:00 at night, dude. No way.
You know what the
My
weird
wife
part
would
is?
shoot me.
I could look at Rebecca and be like, "You want to do it?" She'd be like, "Hell yeah!" I'd be like, "Let's get out of here."
Bob, you are in a completely different mindset and everything else that I can't do that.
I know, but I'm gonna do it as long as I can.
We got families. We can't be doing that on Christmas Eve.
I am locked in this house on Christmas Eve, dude. Like dude,
I have to work until
fair.
4:30 on Christmas Eve. I'm Bob Cratchit.
Really?
Yes.
Oh
that
man,
sucks right there.
no cheeses for these Mises, dude. Like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But I have a feeling it's gonna be Christmas Eve. We're not gonna be doing jack shit all day, so
No.
Fair enough. Okay, so I guess my last question is: have you boys watched Muppet Christmas Carols yet?
Not yet. This week I'm gonna.
There you go. That's all that matters. Got to have Michael Caine in a Christmas film.
That's easily one of my favorite Christmas. I still have to Scrooged.
I know, dude.
Oh,
but
dude,
those
I have a whole list
those
of
are my
movies I haven't
two.
watched
Those are my two favorite iterations of
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol, dude, is Muppets and Scrooged.
There's a bunch more I love, but
Christmas
those are.
Carol.
Wait, who?
Oh, that's a good one.
Mickey's Christmas Carol. Because I saw that when I was a little
Now
kid.
I've never watched the Patrick Stewart one.
That's okay.
But I mean, Patrick Stewart's a hell of an actor, so I feel like I should. But I don't know, man. It doesn't. Have
I
Muppets,
didn't like
dude.
his
It
version.
doesn't have Muppets. It's.
It does have Muppets. So.
I need Rizzo the Rat, man. Like he needs to help me. Like,
is it on Disney Plus?
Fucking right, it is. Oh,
I'm gonna have to throw that on.
So if you do watch it on Disney Plus, before you just watch it, go into extras and go down, and they actually have the full length version under the extras versus whatever they have normally up there.
What's the difference? Or is that a stupid question?
I think there's like a whole song cut out
Gay.
in comparison.
Cool.
I think it's the one with Kermit and his tuberculosis son there. And
oh, wow!
oh, that's right, Tiny Tim.
Why is that so funny?
Because it's a joke from something, and
Why
I
did they
can't
just,
remember
like,
right now.
just
But
get-
it's like, yo, who's the name of that tuberculosis frog? My sister says it all the fucking time.
That like didn't register for the 2 seconds after you said it. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, but now you're gonna go watch the movie, and you're just gonna start laughing at at some random part with Tiny
I'm
Tim.
gonna be
Your
like,
wife's gonna be like,
"Fucking
"What the
John,
fuck is
now
wrong
I
with
can't."
you?"
I'm gonna be like, "It's a fucking tuberculosis."
Oh,
God damn
God.
it! Oh, I still
Fucking A.
also. Well, I didn't watch this yet, but I know Scoobs brought it up. Bad Moms Christmas. I have to watch that. I've never watched it. He
I've
said
never
it was
watched any of the previous ones, so
Dude,
I just
they're
wanna watch that.
fucking hilarious.
fair
great. I have
enough.
to watch that.
I highly recommend both of them. They are so funny.
All right.
Like
Is
it's like raunchy funny.
Yeah, no, I remember the trailers. I
Oh.
don't know. I just never watched it.
Maybe I might throw that on after.
Is there anything else we care to discuss? If not,
Oh,
That's
one more
all I
thing.
got.
One more thing for Nerdners.
yes.
Thursday, we're getting the first teaser trailer for the new Superman movie.
Oh,
you know, that's what I should have mentioned. I could also mention. I hope DC. You know what? I hope the best for DC's future endeavors. I really fucking do. Because I'm not gonna lie, I started watching Creature Commandos. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. If you got Max, check it out. I think they got
That is
3
part of the new James Gunn universe. So.
It is. It is. They got 3 episodes out right now, and new episodes drop on Thursdays. So I think it's pretty solid. I would suggest checking it out. Obviously,
I
it's
just don't
adult
understand.
animation.
I don't
still.
understand James Gunn's weird obsession with the character Weasel. Because
I
he
think
directed the Suicide Squad, and he's doing this, and Weasel's in both of them.
Yes, but which is cool. This carries over from Suicide Squad.
It does.
It's canon.
Okay,
It
so now I'm
is.
confused. How is the Suicide Squad canon then?
Because Weasel's still they talk about the whole Starro thing and everything like that. And in this, Flag's father is the leader of this team, and he talks about like how he lost his son and shit. It's all in there, dude. It's fucking. I was just like, oh shit. So,
all right, that's weird, but whatever.
I kind of dig it though. I mean, that was Guns too, so it makes sense, right? So, and that's why you have your tie over character Weasel. Plus, I think it's just always a reason to give his brother a role, but he makes his brother sound like an asshole because he's fucking Weasel. So.
Hey, now his brother was cool in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, he was fantastic, dude.
Yeah,
he's actually got
cool.
2 roles in this. He plays Robot GI GI Robot or Robot GI. I think it's Robot GI and Weasel as well. So I don't know. It's a cool cartoon. Definitely check it out. Don't watch it in front of the kids. Not that kind of appropriate cartoon. So.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Once one scene came on and they were fucking, I was like, oh shit. Maybe shouldn't be watching this at work. Just hey man, I didn't know. But all right. Other than that, I think is that everything nerdy that we need to discuss?
Yep, we're good.
That's all I got, other than a fucking cartoon.
Mr. Amone, start us off, brother.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Moan, saying we will see you next week for Bad Taste, just before the Fat Man comes.
Yeah, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down the yard on a Chattahoochee saying, ho, 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 bitches, join us next week during Christmas week for Bad Taste if the real aliens don't get you first.
That's true. Bobby's the closest one. He might
Bobby
be
is.
out.
Come on, come and get me.
Fucking
drones.
And I'm Not So Mean, Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fantastic episode of the Gore More Podcast. Like my homie said, join us next week for Bad Taste. It is last movie before the Fat Man comes, and then after that, we are covering Ghostbusters 2 to end the year. So,
fuck yeah.
Other than that, catch the movie.
How perfect is it that you guys are getting your 2 in the box right before that?
Oh, for real, dude. Hasbro needs to just release a Geiger meter, dude, because I would be all over the fucking shit on that.
Dude, that's what everybody's saying.
Instead,
they're doing that fucking stupid ass.
Stop doing Actos. Stop doing Actos. Everybody does fucking scaled Actos, dude. There's so many out there, and it's just like, bro.
And it's way overpriced.
How many variations of the Acto do you need? And it's not even really variations, right? It's just different sizes of the Ecto do you fucking need. But no, more props. Slime blower would be the coolest fucking thing in the world. But if you got to go small props,
dude, I would drop the bones for a slime blower.
Oh, fucking.
Oh, absolutely.
In a heartbeat.
Question.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'd be signing up for overtime the next fucking day. Like, let's do this. But join us for Bad Taste next week. Catch that shit and come back with your thoughts and discuss it with us. Other than that, thank you for joining us and stay fresh cheese bags.
Creepy De Niro penis.